Hello and welcome everybody this evening. It's Mikey from MikeySuzeFour. And I looked at my schedules and I saw that I hadn't done a what we call just another stream special edition. This is special edition number 6. And it's been 11 days. So I figured, okay, let's just go ahead and do this. Because we really don't have anything planned after this between now and Monday when we go back to our Red Dwarf reviews. Hopefully, I do have something going on with Charlotte doing a live stream this coming weekend, for Easter. Hopefully, we do. She says she's doing an interview. She might be doing her own live stream, allowing people to come up on board and everything. So that'd be cool. And don't forget, folks, we do have our wonderful 9-year anniversary coming up on Saturday, our wedding anniversary. Where we got married in a humble little courthouse by a judge named Macbeth with a Shakespeare love soliloquy. I love saying that word. Yeah, it made men cry and women laugh. Anyway, hello, accounting sheep. Hi, Mike. Hey, sheep. Welcome, sir. So on this special edition. Oh, and hey, Brad Wolf 07. Welcome. Hi, Mikey. What's going on? Not much, my brother. Life. Hey, Sir Lemon, how you doing? Hi there, sir. Yes, good to see you. So on this special edition, we're just going to go ahead and talk mostly about the NBA playoffs. My Warriors got in. Woo! So now they gotta play. Well, I'll go check the standings for the playoffs and see who's playing who. And tonight we got 2 more games left in the play-in tournament. Right now, the Bulls and the Heat are playing. The Heat are up 78-63 with 5:17 left in the third period. And then later it'll be Dallas Mavericks with Nikola Jokic versus Sacramento and Cousins. Though I don't know if Cousins is still with them there. I don't think he is. But anyway, Sacramento Kings and Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be at 10 o'clock Eastern. So about 50 minutes from now. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, after they play tonight, then we'll be able to determine who's going to play each other in the playoffs. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Here we go again, Lemon. Your Texas team taking down my boys over there in NorCal. Yeah. Oh, Draymond Green? Yeah. Yeah, Draymond is he's a wild card for sure. Yeah, Draymond Green. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Sheep's here. Brad was here. Brad says hi, Lemon, and hi, accounting. Lemon did say that his Houston Rockets will be playing my Golden State Warriors. Oh, it's sports. I'm out. Oh, stop that, sheep. Yeah, he says Draymond Green better watch his rattling off or he may get ejected. Booger414 says hello all. Hello, Booger. Yep, Draymond Green. Draymond. Yes, Sir Lemon. You know me, I'm a spell checker freak show. That is how he spells his first name. Okay. But yes, Draymond Green does tend to get himself into arguments and fights, and because he's very pushy. But the thing is that his arrogance does match his skills. I mean, the guy does everything on the court. He rebounds, he shoots, he steals, blocks shots. I mean, he's an every man. And the thing is, in this first round against Houston, we need him. We need him more than ever now. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, Steph Curry, he's a legend. We all know that. Jimmy Butler III, he really did prove something to me in that play-in game we did against Memphis Grizzlies. He really stepped it up. And I mean, the combined total, first time in NBA history that in a play-in game like that, total points rebounds, 3-pointers, all that were all records. Yeah, 75 points between Butler and Curry in that game. And they needed all 75, obviously. That is insane. Yeah, Sir Lemon, yeah, he says he's a dirty player. Yeah, come on. Draymond Green is his own special breed, okay? There is only one like him in the NBA. Do you remember back in the day, when the Bulls had, what was the name of the guy that, he was there for all 6 of their championships, but he was a dirty player too? Yeah, and he's retired. So, you know, can't remember his name at the moment. Well, I'll get it somehow. Maybe you guys can help me in the chat. He was kind of a crazy. He had that weird, crazy hair. You know, he was friends with the Chinese premier. Oh man, that was nuts. Sir Lemon says when Curry is hot, you win. When he's not, you don't. Yeah, but it's not just about Curry anymore, Sir Lemon. It's not. It's not just about him. He now is a sidekick. And this guy, Jimmy Butler, is real. He's money. Jimmy Butler is money when it comes to playoffs. So yeah, we have 2 of them now. Yeah, yeah. And Draymond's big. And then the bench is great. You got Moses Moody, you got Pochensky, you got Kevon Looney. You have all these great guys. I mean, they're all complementary players, and that's what you want. You want to have a team where your bench is going to complement your starters. The starters will complement the bench, and so on. And they all play decent defense and offense. So, hey, yeah, the Warriors are fun to watch play, though. Yes, they are. Yeah, Butler is more consistently on. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Brad Wolf says, dirty players, La Joke? Oh, you mean La Baby. Yeah, La Baby James. Yeah, big cry bully hasn't retired yet. So not sure who you mean, Mikey. Hold on for just a second. I can look him up. Give me a minute. And by the way, it's still 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third. Heat are still up by 19, 82 to 63 over Chicago. Sorry, Chicago fans. Okay. This is easy. The roster of the Chicago Bulls 96 team. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I answered there in the chat. I said that was Dennis Rodman, who was there for all 6 championships of the Chicago Bulls back in the 90s with, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, uh, Steve Kerr, all of those wonderful players. Yeah, that was Dennis Rodman. Yeah. So if you want to look for somebody from the 2000s and onward as comparison to Dennis Rodman, that's Draymond Green. Yeah. Oh, Rodman. Yeah. He was a character. Hair always insane. Yeah, Brad, exactly. Yeah. When he was doing purple hair shit, I was like, oh no. You didn't. You're a black man and you have you have purple hair. Oh no. No. I'm sorry. The orange was even bad too. You guys remember when he had orange on? He did also. The red was okay. I didn't mind when he had red hair. I'm not sure why, but I didn't mind it when he had red hair. Um, but everything else under the sun, all the other colors that he had on his hair was like a rainbow. Shit. Yeah, Dennis Rodman was the king of hilarity when it came to the NBA, but he did everything. Just like Draymond, he did everything. He rebounded, he played defense, he blocked shots, he shot pretty decently. Wasn't the best at free throws, but hey, who gives a fuck. The man got a rebound. He redefined what rebounds meant back in the 90s. Dennis Rodman. Yeah. I mean, just like you had Sir Charles Barkley, right, who was with Philadelphia, and then he went to the Suns, and then he went to the Rockets, you know. And Barkley was a rebound master. I mean, he was a rebound monster, you know, but he never won a title. So, you know, and Robin's got 6, and Draymond has 4. So, what does that say? You know, I mean, those are 2 of your best overall players, your two-way players that can play so well. Yeah, he did everything. Yeah, including movies, not good ones, but a few. That's true, Brad. That's very true. We got 3 likes and we got 6 people watching, so very cool. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go take a look at. Right now, I'm gonna go take a look at the roster from the NBA and see what the playoffs bracket looks like. So we'll take a look at this. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So playing for the 8th spot in the Western Conference, is the game I just mentioned that's coming up in about 40 minutes from now, is the Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. The winner of that is going to get to play the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, which is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah. So let's see. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and pretend like I'm doing the bracket. And then, of course, like I said, right now the Heat and the Bulls are playing, and the winner of that goes to the 8th seed, and they will play the number 1 seed in the East, which is the Cavaliers. But all the other ones are set, including that Rockets-Warriors matchup. Okay. All right, so starting with the Western Conference, as far as this game goes, I've got Dallas in a minor upset. I think they're going to beat Sacramento tonight. Just because Nikola Jokic is such a great player all around. And I mean, he has some good backup complementary players. So I give it to Dallas in a slight one tonight. So my pick would be Thunder versus the Mavericks in the first round, Dallas. So the Thunder versus the Mavericks. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jokic plays for the Nuggets. What am I saying? Shit. Okay, whatever. Okay, but the Dallas Mavericks lost, um, their big guy, Luka Doncic. That's it. I was thinking of him. He's playing for the idiotic Lakers right now. Anyway, but they're going to be pretty formidable. All right, so let's take a look at the matchups here. So I would say tonight, like I said, Dallas Mavericks should win in a slight minor upset over the Kings later on. So I'm looking at Thunder versus Mavericks. Thunder will win that first round. Then you've got the winner of that will face the Nuggets and the Clippers. I've got the Clippers in an upset. Yeah, I think they may upset Jokic and the Nuggets. Yeah, I would have Thunder and the Clippers in the second round. Okay, now between the Lakers and Timberwolves and the Rockets and Warriors, I'm sorry, Sir Lemon, but I think my Warriors going to win the Rockets series against the Rockets probably in about 6 games. Yeah, I've got the Warriors winning that one because the reason I say that, well, 2 reasons. One, because I think the Warriors are healthy, probably the most healthiest they've ever been. And secondly, the eyes in the NBA, you know them, they plan these things out. They want a Warriors Lakers series. So in that case, I'm saying Lakers over Timberwolves. And so the 4 there will be the Warriors and the Lakers at each other, and the Nugget or the Clippers and the Thunder in the other matchup. And when we get deeper into the playoffs, I'll go ahead and let you know my picks for the final. So you're going to have to stick around and watch so you can get my final picks for the last final 8 teams when they get to their matchups. To the Western and Eastern Conference Finals, and then I'll tell you my pick for who wins it all. Okay, so like I said, right now it looks like the Heat are probably going to go ahead and beat the Bulls. So we're looking at Cavaliers Heat for their first round, Pacers Bucks for their round, Knicks and Pistons for their round, and the Celtics and the Magic. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky. The Cavaliers and the Heat are a pretty good matchup, but the Cavaliers have been consistent all year long. They also had one of the top 6 records all time of every NBA history. So I'm saying right now that I've got the Cavaliers over the Heat very easily. Now, if somehow the Bulls come back and beat the Heat tonight, it doesn't matter. The Cavaliers are going to move on to round 2. Okay, that's my pick there. The Pacers Bucks. Now, here's the thing. As long as the Bucks still have Giannis and his brother Thanos still playing, no contest. The Pacers are not even going to show up. No, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's already proven that he's a winner. He beat up on my Phoenix Suns. So, for their finals playoffs back in 2021. So, yeah, I've got the Bucks that are going to face the Cavaliers in the second round. So that'll be that one. Then I've got, let's see, you got Knicks Pistons and you got Celtics Magic. I'll tell you what, I got to say, if there was a toss up series that I'm looking at right now, it would be the Knicks and Pistons. I really can't find a winner there. I really can't. Both of them are pretty compatible. Both are pretty good on their benches. They've got some good shooting. It's tough. I mean, it's tough to tell you right now who to pick. Um, okay, if I had a slight edge, I'd probably say the Knicks, but I don't know. That one is a toss up for me. I'll let you guys know later, probably on what happened after they play their series, and then I can tell you from there. I do know that the Celtics will kick Magic butt, so the Celtics are going to move on to the second round. So let's see. So we'll have the Thunder versus the Clippers in the conference semifinals. We'll have the Lakers versus the Warriors in the conference semifinals. That covers the West. Then in the East, we'll have the Cavaliers versus the Bucks in the conference semifinals. And in the other second round matchup, I'm looking Celtics against either Knicks or Pistons. As I said, to that first round series, that is a toss up to me. So, yeah. Okay. Yes, they'll bring the lightning and the tornadoes. Okay. So after Brad Wolf mentioned about 30 players, I said, yes, that was Dennis Rodman. Brad Wolf said, oh, Rodman, yeah, he was a character. Hair always insane. He did everything, including movies, not good ones, but a few movies. Yeah. Sir Lemon said he couldn't believe that Dallas traded Doncic. I agree. Lemon says, hi, Brad Wolf. Rodman went to North Korea, too. Yes, he did. Kim Il-jung, yeah. Or whoever the leader was at that time in North Korea, right. The Kings to win, I think, tonight. Lemon, that's a good choice, but you know, Dallas, even though they lost Doncic, I believe they still have formidable firepower. Like I said, I'm calling it an upset tonight. I think Dallas, even though they have a slightly less record than the Kings, and I really would like the Kings to win. Trust me, I would love to see a Kings Thunder first round. That would be awesome. But I really do think that the Dallas Mavericks are going to pull it out tonight. I do. I just think there's an upset in the making there somewhere. But hey, be you, Sir Lemon. You want to go with the Kings? Hey, I applaud that. Mikey, you think the Thunder will bring the lightning? Yes, yes, I do, Brad. They're very powerful. Those Thunder. They rarely lose. Yeah. My only question is because more than half their roster, in fact, I think almost all their roster, but I'm going to say more than half. Maybe some of them are experienced. Donovan Mitchell, I think, is playing there still, right? Yeah. So, but I'm just saying more than half probably have no playoff experience. So maybe the lack of playoff experience makes them maybe not worth being the number one seed, but they had the best record. So, of the entire NBA. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Clippers to win, I agree. Thank you, Sir Lemon. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think there will be an upset there. The Rockets will win that one. No. My Warriors are going to beat the Rockets. Okay, here's why. The only thing they need to do is go into Houston and win a game. If they can win one game and then get by with a miracle win, then they'll win 4-2. That's my pick. So, but hey, you be you on that, Sir Lemon. I will be following the that first round very closely. Brad says lemon pie. I remember Rodman doing that. What an odd thing for a professional basketball player to do. North Korea? Insane, yeah. And Cherokee Girl says, hi, I made a live. Yay! Cherokee Girl, welcome. There you go, Cherokee Girl. Congratulations. You're now a standard moderator on our channel. And welcome. Lemon says, welcome, Cherokee. Brad Wolf says, hello to Cherokee. Cherokee says, hi, Brad and Lemon. My birds are Lemon, Ann, and Drop. Get it? I do get it. And hello, Charlotte Nightstar the werewolf. Ow! Welcome, Charlotte. It's good to see you. And let's see. Brad Wolf, hello, Charlotte. Lemon to Charlotte on fire. Cherokee, I have to admit, I don't know what you mean. And Accounting Sheep's got his big wolf there. And Kronos, hey, Kronos and Max, welcome. He says, hey, Mikey. And Brad Wolf says, hi, Kronos. Kronos says, hey to all. And hey, Kronos from Lemon Pie. And of course, Kronos says, hey, Brad. Bud. He is my bud. And hey, Lemon from Kronos. Great to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Kronos. Very good to see you. Okay. So you folks know my pick for at least the first 2 rounds. Like I said, as we get deeper into the playoffs, where we get to the second round and onward, I will come back with another JAS Special Edition, which will be number 7. And we will talk about the remainder of the playoffs and who I pick to win the whole thing. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Yes. And of course, Cronin says, spank the like button. Yes, people, spank that like button. Share this with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, 244 people can't be wrong. Go and subscribe. Make sure you always hit the all notifications button. So in the future, when you do see the button that says notify me, hit that once. It takes less than a millisecond. And it'll say notification on. And it will let you know what future webcams and live streams are coming your way here on the MikeySuzeFour channel. And the A team? Well, we're not doing that tomorrow, Kronos. We're taking some time off this week because it's Easter week. We're practicing Catholics. Yeah, we may not go to church because that's my minister, wonderful wife, soulmate over there. But we're honoring it. The only reason I wanted to do this was because I realized I hadn't done a special edition stream in a while, so I wanted to do that. So I figured, why not the NBA playoffs? Since my team made it through the play-in game against Memphis, so should be good. As Mikey's enjoying his team, the lights blink out for a few seconds, then they come back on and surprise! It's the Jazz with steel chairs. Oh, jeez, WWE style. Nerds don't care about sports. Nerds! I care about sports. I'm a sports nerd, Kronos. I love sports. What are you talking about? Jeez. Brother Kronos, come on. Brad says I got my eyes checked and ordered new glasses. Okay, they're finally ready, and I'm excited to pick them up tomorrow. Cool news there, Brad. That is awesome. Yeah, Kronos says the '90s were good. Yeah, they were for a lot of us. Yeah, yeah, they were. Kronos, we care about sports like lightsaber fighting and Quidditch. I couldn't have said it better than myself, Brad. And flying bikes, right? Remember the flying bikes from Galactica 1980? The only good thing about that whole series, which didn't last long, thank God. But I loved them. Flying bikes. I don't know, Harry Plopper. Kronos. Oh, Viper bikes. Yes. Bunker 414 knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. And Booger, how are you and Christine? How are you and your lovely wife doing? I hope all is well. Do you have any cons that are coming up soon? Any Comic Cons, conventions, anything? Let me know in the chat, okay? So we can promote you. Let's see. Lemon says, I really don't like Harry Potter. Well, Lemon, you don't have to like Harry Potter, okay? And just because you don't, we don't hate you, okay? It's a good series, and it's not for everybody, okay? It isn't, all right. So for some people that don't like it, hey, they're not. Yeah, we don't condemn anybody for that. Come on. Yeah, red hair peeps are evil. Kronos says, "Yeah, I like Galactica 1980. It was okay, Booger. It didn't last long, you know." I think it to me, Gary A. Larson, when he did the things for the Highwayman, that was a lot of fun. Kronos says, so say we all. Yeah. Booger says, all is well. No cons coming up. Oh, okay. Sweet. So you get to relax time with Christine, or in the work time too. But I mean, you know, you get the work, which is good, and then you got the alone time and the rest time with Christine. So that works great. You like the button, Kronos? Yay! That's awesome, dude. Yeah, Kronos liked the original Galactica as a kid. Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I did too. I didn't mean it. I didn't hate it at all. I loved it. I think it's to see some of the later, the Battlestar Galactica reboot, with Edward James Olmos as Adama, and you know, the wonderful Katie Sackhoff, who's a good friend of mine in Facebook, playing Starbuck. Yeah, I mean, there was good stuff there. Booger says, I will be traveling for work into the desert of New Mexico next month. Ooh, the desert. Now, if you're anywhere near Roswell, could you go to the Roswell crash site, see if you can find any more remnants of the UFO or the UAP that crashed there? You probably couldn't find anything. It's all completely desert now. Yeah, the army went in there and cleared out everything. And there was a guy who still found little pieces here and there, with one of those electronic detector things, and yeah, it was kind of funny. Brad says, "Well, I've got to go. Goodbye, everyone. Take care, Brad Wolf. Peace to you, brother. Peace, peace, peace. Have a great one, Brad. Later, Brad. Yeah, good to see you, my friend." Sir Lemon says Toronto didn't make the playoffs by an executive order of Trump. Oh, the Raptors? Oh, please. The Raptors were terrible this year. It still amazes me that in a year that the Raptors did win it all, that they had to beat my Warriors to do it. That was freaking insane. Kronos loves the TDSers, okay? Booger says the remake was just a new show with character and place names taken from a classic show. True, true. But I'll tell you, Booger, Katie Sackhoff really her role as Starbuck was really underrated. And when Dirk Benedict got to meet her before she began to film as the female Starbuck, even Dirk Benedict said she was going to be good. You could see it, and he even applauded her performances. So Katie is, yeah, she's a wonderful person. She really is. She's really nice. Kronos says, I used to like hockey. Yeah. And Matt Arnold says, hello, everyone. Hello, Matt. Welcome, welcome, Matt Arnold. And well met. Good to see you, my friend. And Kronos says, hey, Matt. Booger says, I don't think I will be near there, but I will be somewhere controlled by similar people. Okay. Um, you know what? There's one thing, Booger, I hope you get a chance to go see. There's a place called the VLA, like Vector Larry Alpha. The VLA is also known as the Very Large Array. That's the 25 different radio telescopes pointed to space, which was created by the group SETI, SETI, you know them. And there's a little visitor center there. I was there. So if you get a chance, go down into this box canyon where it has 25 different radio telescopes surrounded on all four sides by desert and a little bit of mountains. And they're on railroad tracks and they're running all over the place. Go see it. I would highly recommend it. And if you do get a chance to spend the night in Roswell, stay at the Roswell Super 8 Motel. Has great service there, good people there. That's where I spent the night at. Yeah, I will recommend that place. Okay, Kronos says, hey, Booger. Matt Arnold says, hey to Kronos. Booger says, hey, Kronos. Booger from the movie Nerds. Yeah. Booger gets that all the time. Matt Arnold says, I've been sick since last Tuesday. Just now, feeling somewhat better. I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. Well, I hope that you feel better, buddy. I hope that you feel better. Definitely. And Booger says, I will be in Socorro, just outside of Albuquerque. Yeah, Socorro. I know it. I know it very well. Yeah, Socorro. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. Yep, we've been through there. Suzanne and I went through there. Yeah, we went to Albuquerque. When we went through Albuquerque, we were in the northeastern part of the city, and they opened a brand new McDonald's, and that was a nightmare. Just saying. A brand new McDonald's we came to because we wanted to stop and get a bite to eat, and it was a total nightmare. It was a shitstorm. It was terrible. Their opening day. Go figure that one out. Well, get better, Chrono says. Oh, Sports Peak. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at the current. Let's take a look at the scores here. Okay, looks like 8 minutes and 7 seconds left for the Bulls and the Heat, and the Heat are up 97 to 80 with 7:35 left in the fourth quarter. And Dallas and Sacramento hasn't started yet. Probably in another 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes. So we'll keep you up to date on that play-in game there until we're done. So Thanos is playing? No, his name is Thanos. Thannis. It's like he's the younger brother of Giannis, I'm afraid to pronounce his last. It's Antetokounmpo or something like that. I hope I said it right. Anyway, Giannis is the older brother, and then Thannis, Thanos. Yeah, so it's Giannis and Thanos that are playing for the Milwaukee Bucks in their first round. Yep. That is, no, Thanos isn't playing. If he did, and they would win the whole thing. He'd snap away all the other teams and go, whoop, that's it. Oh, that's funny. Thanos, yeah. So, and hey, Gorilla Sensor Dots. Welcome, Gorilla. Welcome, my brother. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling, Gorilla? Everything okay? Yeah, I'm just doing this quick live stream, this quick webcam because it's a special edition JAS, and I had done one about 11 days ago. So this one is just about NBA stuff mostly, and anything else we want to talk about. Lemon says hi, Gorilla. Corona says hey, Gorillas. Yeah, and I know that Sci-Fi Sifdan and Resolute Germ right now are doing a Dark Matter live stream. If you want to go there, it's on Sci-Fi Sifdan's channel. Also, our friend Shadow. I think she might still be going. She's talking about her top 10 films of 1998. So if you guys want to check those out, those are available right now. And then our new friend, or one of our friends that came in, uh, Cherokee girl who came in, said she was doing a live. So cool. Yeah. Let's see. Lemon says hi, Gorilla. Chrono says hey, Gorilla. And Gorilla says he's got the extension cord for the toaster. Ha 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 ha! Nice. Nice. Toaster bath. I got you. I got you. Oh, brother Gorilla. You make me laugh so hard. You really do. Don't forget, folks, that every Friday night we do the Waltons. We uh, do a mini watch party, and we review the episode at the end. And during it, we talk about it. It's hilarious. I mean, you've got Gorilla hosting, you got myself, you got PvP, our friend from British Columbia, and you've got Resolute Jim, my friend from Washington State. It's a lot of fun. So, folks, you need to check it out on Friday nights. You want to get a lot of laughter, you'll get it from us, the four of us. But be aware, it's R-rated laughter. So, yes. So be careful of that. And Thursday, Gorilla is also tomorrow night. He's doing the Serenity movie from 2005, which completed the Firefly one season series. Uh, it came three or less than 2 years after the series was over, 14 episodes, and it brought some closure to the series. So that's tomorrow night. So first you have the Serenity movie watch party tomorrow. Then you got the Waltons on Friday, and I should be there for both of those things. So make sure you check those out at Gorilla's Censored Thoughts. Check him out. He's got some great material there. Oh, and he's doing Terminator 2 Judgment Day on Sunday. His Cinema Sunday this weekend on Easter night. So, yep. And Gorilla says, hey to Scurvy, of course, Lemon. And Gorilla said, hey, Kronos. And Kronos says, who doesn't have citrus? Thunderstuck? Thunderstuck? Don't you mean thunderstruck? Oh, my Lord. Kronos. Max. Oh, man. You are a funny one, Kronos. Absolutely funny. Yeah, we still got 4 people watching. Very cool. Yeah, we'll be here for a couple more minutes. And like I said, when the game's over, we'll shut down because I want to try to get to bed early tonight, try to get some sleep. As far as I know, nothing else really going on the rest of this week. As I said, week or weekend. We do have our normal, as I said, we have our weekly webcam series will return on Monday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. We have the Red Dwarf reviews, 2 of those episodes on Monday, the 1 episode of TOS on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, of course, we're covering Get Smart Now, which all of you asked for. And we got 2 more episodes of that. And then on Thursday, we're still doing the A Team. And we do have 2 more episodes of that to cover. So that'll be a lot of fun. Also, during that week, next week, I will be sending a copy of our next fan film we're covering from the Star Wars universe, which is called Heir to the Empire. And it's a brief introduction of Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Thrawn, yeah, Thrawn. So it should be a lot of fun, and we do have an eclectic cast. We have Sif Danny comes on. I have my friend Jay Aldridge. I've got my other friends Scott, who is Anchorman. I've got Elijah, who is known by Little Blue on YouTube, and we sometimes have Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf, joining us as well. And PvP says he wants to be a part of it, so now we can have PvP join us as well. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So hopefully, yeah, next week there shouldn't be any problems. Everything should be as usual, as normal, however normal can get. You'll still see me. Don't forget, you'll see me on Gorilla's Censored Thoughts Cigar Lounge. He usually does on Tuesday nights or sometimes on Wednesday night. I don't know what he's doing next Thursday after he does the Serenity movie this week. So, we'll figure it out. But next Friday, of course, then of course Walton's. Yeah. So there's a lot coming up, guys and gals. Be here for us, okay? If you can. And don't forget, as I said, we have 254 wonderful family members who are also subscribers to our channel. We only need 46 more to get to our next level, which is 300. 300. This is Sparta. Yeah, exactly. So, if any of you out there know friends or family who haven't come to our channel yet to check it out, peruse it, do whatever they want to do, tell them, hey, MikeySuzeFour is one of the best young channels here on YouTube. It may not have the most subs, but it's good people. And Suzanne and I promote kindness on this channel. And this is one of our gorgeous girls, our 4-year-old, Miss Deja Vu. Yeah. And then we have the other one is over there, Moon Pie, our 8-year-old. Yeah. She's laying next to Mama. Yep. But this girl is trying to get the attention of Daddy. So, and Cronus waves, and I missed some haze. Oh no, nerds! Yeah, nerds. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's take a look at the score here. Okay, we're looking at 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game, and the Heat are up 102 to 82 on the Bulls. So I think it's safe to say, unless the Bulls create some kind of miracle comeback, it does look like the Heat are going to play the Cavaliers in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. So, yeah. But, like I said, we'll go right up until the end of the game, a few minutes more, Remember, in NBA time, 5 minutes could be 15 minutes or, something like that, And then I'll be kind of glancing back and forth at the Dallas Sacramento game while I'm going through YouTube and stuff. So checking out other prospects, everything else that's going on. Okay, so we got 7 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you. We got 9 people watching. That's amazing. Thank you so much, folks. You guys and girls are amazing. You're wonderful. As I always like to say, without you folks, we're nothing. This channel would never exist. I wouldn't even bother to put it on. Yeah, but it's because of you wonderful people. Like I said, 254 wonderful family members who have decided to make this their permanent home as a channel to check out every once in a while, go through content, look at our stuff. Guys and gals, you want to hear this? I've got over 6,150 videos for our channel. I've got playlists. I've got documentaries. I've got movies. I've got other persons' live streams on there. I've got competitive videos, food challenges, things like that. It's a wide, diverse, and eclectic mix of playlist material, and it's all there. All there for you folks to check out. And don't forget also, one last thing I almost forgot to mention. We have a community poll going on. Now, the community poll is regarding our regular JAS streams, our webcam streams here. And maybe even one night or two, we might be able to do one Monday or two, we might be able to do a live stream and we can have a poll. Or, I mean, I can get a panel, or we can take a panel from the chat, like a live open panel. We can do that every once in a while. But what we're doing right now is there's a poll. So next Monday, before I begin my Red Dwarf reviews, I will take a look at the poll and see where we stand. What I asked was real simple. Would you like me to do more JAS streams like this, or even a live stream occasionally on Mondays? Monday is the slowest day of the week, according to most of the YouTube community. And I figure, after doing my Red Dwarf in the afternoon, 6 hours later, I'll take a little rest, over a 6 hour period, and then I'll come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I can do a JAS and talk about just about anything, really. And that's what the JAS stands for. It's just another stream, but it helps my algorithm, our algorithm, me and Suzanne. It helps our algorithm. It helps us out, to find more followers, which I think is great. And we need them. We need them. We need a lot more people to join our wonderful family. So hopefully we can get people out there. So if you start blaring out there and going, MikeySuzeFour is cool, great channel, check it out. Yeah, we definitely could use that help. No, you will not be doing that. No, Gorilla, no, 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 no. You're not. No. Come on, Gorilla. Really? He says next Thursday is Debbie Does Dallas, and we will be counting how many times we have to mute PvP's mic. Okay. Let's see. Texas was busy? Crow says. Don't get me wrong, I like the remake of Battlestar Galactica. It was okay. Yeah, like Jana, just another airline. Sure. Yeah, if you want to go with that, Booger. Or Janet, the secret airline that goes into Area 51 and then over to Site 4. Yeah. Let's see. Why does the poll only mention Monday? So you mean just changing out JAS only on Mondays? Yes. That's what I mean, Sir Lemon. I wanted to just go ahead and do JAS as hopefully as a permanent fixture on Mondays. Because as I said, Mondays are the slowest part of the week. And that's when I really am vibrant, really vitalized, and I really want to do things. And yeah, I just figured we'd talk about anything on Mondays and just do it every Monday. Yeah, sure. That's what I was looking at. Mikey, did you watch or like the show The Expanse? Heard of it, never really saw it. Sorry, Kronos. Yeah, I heard of it, never really saw it. Yeah, The Expanse. No. Mm-mm. No, I never did. Sorry. I had a lot of else going on, real life stuff back then, whenever it came out. What day is today? Today is Wednesday, sir. Today is Wednesday, April 16th. We have 3 more days until our 9-year wedding anniversary, which occurs on this coming Saturday. So, season 1 of Night Court. Gorilla says. Chrono says, rest in peace, Bull. Yeah. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, I miss him. Just finishing work and putting you on just in time to hear Gorilla's comment. Be done work in 5 minutes. Okay, PvP. Oh, now you're in trouble, Gorilla. He heard you say Debbie Does Dallas. Oh my god. Yeah, Cronus, I did see X Files. Yeah, I was a big, huge X Files fan. Gillian Anderson, come on, are you serious? Oh man. Yeah. The Expanse is what my doctor wrote in my chart after I got off the scale. Me too, Sir Lemon, except mine was called the Grand Canyon, Part 2. When they had to weigh me, it was like, oh man. Gorilla says, it's updated. I have nowhere to home. I'm sorry, Gorilla. Booger says, I took today off from work to go to a doctor's appointment with Christine. Oh, how'd that go, Booger? Was everything okay? Checkout was okay? Your checkup, everything? I hope that was all right. The truth is out there through a telescope. Yes, it is. Oh, PvP is here. Yes, he's on his way. PvP does Vancouver. Oh my god. Gross says poor pie. Booker says, yeah, I have to work tomorrow and then off for Friday and Saturday, but back to work on Sunday. Yes, you're working Easter night. Damn it, Booger. Come on. That's a holy day of obligation, dude. For Catholics and Christians, my practicing people, Booger, you need to take that night off. Come on. That would not be right. Now, I'm not saying you should just call out and say, no, no. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is, really, that's not right. That's not right of your work to do that to you. Besides, Monday's Easter Monday. Why didn't you just go ahead and work Easter Monday and forget Easter Sunday? Come on. Really? I feel bad for you, Booger. I do. Everything is fine. But that's good. Okay. You check out fine. Yeah, holidays are worth too much money to not work them. I agree, Booger. I was there. I worked holidays too. I know what you're talking about. I had to close on some holidays. It didn't make me feel any better because I was missing my poor, Suzanne. I had to come in at home, after 12:15, sometimes 12:30 in the morning. And this lady is a superwoman. She was up. She had dinner ready for me. The cats were running around. We had cats back then, little kittens and everything. Big Lucky, who was a wonderful black cat boy, wonderful man, cat. I loved him. Yeah, they were all over the place. I got and it, and it kept me up. I'm That's why I'm a night person. I don't sleep a lot. I've been on streams before where I got in at 2 in the morning here or 3 in the morning and stayed up to like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 in the morning, or whatever. I'm a night owl. I don't sleep very well, but my wife gave me some sleeping pills in little squishy form. So you know, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down pretty soon. I got some leftover chicken salad that I'm gonna be eating and finishing. So yeah, let's shutter this up here pretty quick. Just want to read the rest of the chat here real fast. Um, yeah, Cronus says Booger works for the money. That's true. Booger says holidays are worth too much money to not work them. I agree. Thanos has a bro. Thanos. Thannis. Cronus, I know you're making fun, but come on. Thanos. That's his name. Booger says, glad to hear someone else who recognizes Easter Monday. I do too. I do. You know what? I managed to get it off a few times when I was working, especially grocery. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but, leftovers. I got to enjoy leftovers. Chronos says God is kind of awesome. He sure is. Booger said, I used to be nocturnal. Well, I'm glad you stopped, buddy. I'm still, yeah, I'm still caught. Gorilla says, chloroform does wonders. Hey, don't give Suzanne any ideas, Gorilla. She might just pull out some chloroform some night and knock me off while I'm trying to, you know, and I may just end up just falling back asleep in this wonderful, awesome chair I'm in all the time, most of the time. Grandma says, are those the force germs? Oh, could be. Could be. Booger says to Gorilla, I thought that was for other people, not yourself. Oh boy. Cronos says feels good incorporated. Feel good. Yeah, exactly. R rated, be cool. Yeah. Exactly. Gorillas. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see how much more time I got. All right. Oh, and it's a final. It's a final, people. All right, we're going to go ahead and shut down here in the next couple minutes. But the final score is 109-90. The Heat did win, and now they're going to move on to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in their first round. The number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed. So now the playoffs are set in the Eastern Conference. All we have left now is the Dallas Mavericks against the Kings tonight, which starts in about a minute or so. So, alrighty. Booger says, force germs are midichlorians. That's true. Chrono says, thank you, Booger. Thunderstruck, ACDC. Thunderstruck! Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys you're wonderful. You guys and gals, honestly, we couldn't do this without you folks. Really, honestly, we're so blessed, Suzanne and I. Always happy to know we have some wonderful, awesome people that can come to our streams like this or the live streams or anything. It's just so much fun. We enjoy it. It's great. Chrono said, did I mistype? No, you got it right. Thunderstruck. You got it right. You got it. Booger says, that is how bad the sequels were. They made us nostalgic for the prequels. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, mistype, right? Ha. Okay, so let's thank Kronos and Max for being here tonight. Let's thank Booger414 and his beautiful wife Christine for gracing us with their presence. And nothing wrong with being nostalgic. I totally agree with that. And let's also thank, let's see here, Gorilla's Censored Thoughts. He has a wonderful channel. Like I said, he does watch parties, he does the Waltons, he does his cigar lounge, the watch parties on Thursdays, he does the cinema Sundays. He's a uh, wonderful young man, a great dad to his kids, and he's a wonderful brother to all of us. And we love the gorilla. We love that silverback man. So make sure you check out Gorilla Censored Thoughts. He has some great, wonderful content there, and he is uh, considered one of our veterans of this chaotic thing we call YouTube. So yeah, so make sure you check him out. Alrighty, and let's see, who else did we forget? Okay, Pleasant Valley Picker, who's also PvP. Yeah, I know he's on his way, so I hate to say it because I really do need to go. I want to eat something. I'm gonna finish up before I get out of here. So yeah, well, hopefully PvP will catch us before I do, because I don't want to make you guys jealous. I don't want to start eating on a live stream. I never do that, so I try not to do that. But thank you PvP for stopping in here real quick and popping in, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow for Serenity, uh, the 2005 film that Gorilla's going to do watch party for tomorrow. Let's see. Sir Lemon Pie. He is our managing moderator on this awesome channel known as MikeySuzeFour. And he also works with my beloved wife Suzanne, as well as Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. She is also our other managing moderator to this wonderful channel. Make sure you always say hello to each of them. They have great channels of their own in their own right. And make sure they're good people. Make sure you always say hello to them. Okay. And let's see. And let's thank Matt Arnold for being here. Matt Arnold plays guitar. He's a wonderful man. He plays with his band sometimes on weekends. He's good friends with Jim, who is the Jim's Landscape, and he's also friends with some of us here on the channel. And he's a good person. So make sure you check Matt Arnold out. He doesn't have a lot of content yet, but he has been posting recently some live streams that he has with like-minded people. So check out his channel anyway. Go to Matt Arnold. It's exactly the way it says, and check out his channel. He's got some good podcasts that he did there with some people. So with some other gentlemen. So yeah, check him out. Let's see. Everybody scrubbing. We also appreciate most highly Brad Wolf 07 for being here. Brad Wolf was one of the very few people that believed me when I said I was not cheating or doing anything wrong on both the streams of Jet Nerdy and A Question of Trek. He was one of my best supporters, and he's a good friend and a good brother. So thank you, Brad Wolf. I appreciate you being here. I do. I always appreciate when you come. And of course, I don't want to forget our sister, Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. Oh, yep, Charlotte is awesome. She's got she has fantastic content on her channel. She does podcasts, she does interviews, she does watch parties, and of course, she has some streams of her own. And also, she creates some wonderful Suno content, the AI, where she puts in her own lyrics, and sometimes she'll even sing something herself. She's very well talented. So make sure that you go to Charlotte Nightstar, the Werewolves channel, and check her out. And of course, again, Cherokee Girl, who is one of the new people to our wonderful growing community. Cherokee Girl, you are now an official standard moderator. Use it wisely. I know you will. I always say that though. And don't forget, if you want to promote your channel, Cherokee Girl, by all means do so. That is why you have a blue Richie. Yeah, so make sure you go and do that for us, okay? And promote your channel. Alrighty. And it looks like I got everybody else here. Me, who's that? I don't know. And oh yes, also we had Accounting Sheep. And Accounting Sheep has some decent content. He also is in love with animals. You don't want to know who or what. But no, but Sheep is it's okay. He's a good person. So make sure you check out Brother Sheep. He has a good channel. All right. I think I've covered everybody. And Accounting Sheep is waving. And Booker says, bye, Kronos. And let's see. Okay, Booger, to finish the chat here, Booger says, check out the Red Hot Chili Peppers playing Thunderstruck on the pipes. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, RHCP's cover. Okay, from Kronos. Booger says, yes, I have seen it. It's pretty good, Booger. Yeah. Normal is overrated. Booger says, Piper. It's Red Hot Chili Peppers, not Pipers. Or unless that's a different band. I don't know. Rest in peace to 300. That's a cat. That's a gato? Yes. Take care, all later taters. Waving from sheep. Bye, Chronos from Booger. Yo. Hey, Joe. What do you know? Joe Haribo. Welcome. Yeah, we're just about headed out the door, Joe. Hey, I like your new system. I hope you can get that fixed so we can do some streams together, my friend. Yeah, let me know, Joe, okay? Once you get that fixed, or I'll come by your channel and check it out next time again. Miami will play Atlanta next, I think. Not Cleveland yet. Well, the Heat already beat the Atlanta was already knocked out, Lemon. Miami already beat them. So the Heat beat the Bulls. Actually, Miami played Chicago in the play-in and beat them. Atlanta was already knocked out on the last day. So, Booger says not sure. I would hire a sheep as an accountant. Joe says I can hear you now. Yeah. Last of Us series. series. Last of Us series 2 thoughts. Booger has posted his channel. Wait, make sure you go there, folks. No, it is Pipers. Oh, it is Pipers. Okay. Hello, PvP. Welcome back. Joe says, cheers, Mikey. PvP says, Wednesdays are pretty quiet on YouTube, too. That's true. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays on my case here at PvP. Joe says, I'll be going live after you. LOL. All right, Joe. All right. Well, cool. We got it. Yay. Like Ancient One says, make sure you check the Ancient One's channel out. He says, hashtag 10 like hype. So now we have 10 likes. That's awesome. And we got 6 people still watching. So very, very cool. All right. Well, I need to go snack on something. So, yeah, LOL. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Atlanta. Oh, Atlanta is not knocked out. Oh, they are the 8th seed. Yesterday's games were not elimination. Okay, well, I didn't see them on the list there, buddy. The Hawks are not playing. They were knocked out because there was a tiebreaker. So Joe says, smash that like or I'll get you. Don't forget the Serenity movie tomorrow night. Yes, sir. I do remember 2005. Yes, I will be there for you guys. And I'll be there for Walton's stream on Friday night. So, yeah, we don't have any other plans the rest of this week, to do any other streams or anything until Monday. So, yeah, till after Easter. And and then on Tuesday the 22nd, that's when beautiful Suzanne over here is going to grab us some chocolate. Because we gave up chocolate for Lent. So when Easter's over, there you go. Joe, don't look so down, dude. He says, LOL. Okay, so let's say a prayer real quick. So in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, dear Lord, thank you for everyone we know here on social media, all of our friends, all our guys and gals that we have in the 255 wonderful family community of subscribers that we have on this MikeySuzeFour channel. We pray for all of them. We pray for all of their families. We pray for all of their relatives. We're still praying for the victims and the families of the Myanmar earthquake disaster. We're praying that Mount Spur outside of Anchorage, there in Alaska, if it does explode, we hope that the volcano there doesn't affect a lot of people, and then it only just is a big, huge ash cloud. That's all we care about. We don't want it to hurt anyone. So let's hope that that's avoidable. Also, there have been some earthquakes recently in California. They're being punished for something. I don't know what's going on. But they've had some minor earthquakes recently. So let's hope that we don't have, stories of LA who already had terrible wildfires, but now their earthquakes could spell real disaster. And that San Andreas fault is not pleasant, people. It is not pleasant. It is ready to blow up. So everybody pray for California in some way or other. Even if you hate their guts, pray for them somehow. Gavin Newsom, I wish that man was gone. He's a terrible governor of that state. I think even Sif Dan would agree with me. But anyway, so with all these prayers, and of course for all our friends, as you know, Larry, Jay Aldridge, my beautiful wife Suzanne with her knees and her shoulder and everything else going on, for our kitty cats, and for everybody else we know, prayers out. Pray for us in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord. Amen. There we go. Yes, Jesus loves you. That's true. The loser of the 7 versus 8 in the play-in plays the winner of the 10 versus 9. Oh, you're right. Oh, shoot. Okay, Sir Lemon. Yes, sir. You are right. You are right. Okay. I forgot that part, right? There's like a 3. Yes. Okay. Sorry, Lemon. Sorry. I forgot. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay. But I still, like I said, I still think the teams I told you folks would be there should be there after everything is all said and done. So, and Joe says Jesus loves you. He does. Thank you. And Sheep's got his hands in prayer. Thank you. Uh, Joe says he even loves Scottish like me. Honest, just saying. Jesus is King. Amen. Love us all. Love you all. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Haribo. You're wonderful. Booger says I'm in. Lemon says I'm in. Lemon putting the squeeze on Mikey. Oh yeah, he always does. He's squeezably soft. Come on, BBB. Lemon says it's a funny setup like that in the play-in. It is. It truly is. That you have like a 3-game series like that. Yeah, it's really weird. Well, I know Memphis was eliminated, last night. Warriors eliminated them. So now they have to try, right? Memphis needs to still try to play somebody else to try to get into their other seed. Yeah, something like that. Booger says you can pray for Newsom like they prayed for the czar and Fiddler on the Roof. Lord, keep the czar very far away from here. There you go. You're right, Booger. You're exactly right. Okay, so as my brother Larry of almost 50 years always says, always be yourself. As my beautiful wife Suzanne always says, leave everything in God's hands. As a circuit preacher and Universal Life Church minister, she knows what she's saying. And of course, I always say, always expect the unexpected, everybody and everyone all at once. And according to Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune, and now the aisle is closed. So thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. All 10 people that had come, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Wonderful people that you are. 6 still watching. Very cool. Okay, so don't forget, I told you everything that's going on from now until next week, through next week, next Saturday. Like I said, in about another, I won't try to go too long when I do my next special edition, probably another 7 to 10 days, right around that time frame, so I can get into the, when the rounds are set, the playoff rounds for the NBA. And I love doing this. I haven't done it in a long time, so this will be fun to do. Yeah, hi, beautiful. So when we get into that, then we'll be able to talk to you guys about that and everything. So yeah, Memphis is not eliminated yet. Same deal, right? In the West, they have to play the winner of Dallas Sacramento. Yes, sir. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right. You're right. But at least like I said, Lemon, at least my Warriors don't have to play. They're already in. They're going up against your Rockets. So good luck with that one, buddy. That'll be fun. I'm telling you, Houston, San Francisco, woohoo! Yeah, that'll be fun. Booker says good night, and we all know we're here for fun. Yep, Joe. Night, folks. Enjoy your Thursday. Yes, enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Enjoy your Easter. Enjoy. Don't forget, if you're a practicing Catholic and a Christian, don't forget Friday is Good Friday. No meat, no fish, no anything that you can kill. It's all about cheese and grilled cheese sandwiches and PB&Js. That's it. No meat at all. So please don't forget that. If you're practicing, if you're not, that's fine. But I mean, just know it's out there. Good Friday is out there. Okay, and then you got Easter. So yeah, and Holy Saturday before that. So yeah, which is when our 9-year wedding anniversary is on Holy Saturday. Yeah, that'll be cool. Do you know that's also my brother-in-law's birthday? Yeah, Corey's birthday. Same day. Joe says San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, go Niners. PvP says good night. Lemon says, yep, will be a good game. Yep, Joe says, Lend, yep, giving up the beer. Nice. Yeah, we gave up chocolate. It seemed simple. Yes, I don't know. That's what we did. Anyway, take care, everyone. Remember, God bless America. God bless Canada. God bless the entire freaking world we live in. And of course, peace from MikeySuzeFour. So on behalf of myself, my beautiful wife Suzanne, our beautiful fur babies, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, we love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. And oh yeah, beers are easier than chocolate. LOL. Peace and love, folks. And Ancient One says, hello, Mikey, and everyone in live chat. Looks like I arrived near the end. You did, Ancient One, but it's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Sir Lemon says, God bless. Thank you, everyone. God bless America and everybody else. And we'll talk to you guys again next week. Other than we'll see you on Gorilla's Censored Thoughts streams. But until then, we'll see you next week here on MikeySuzeFour. Take care then, guys. Later. Later, alligator. Yep, I can hear them. Plates loud. I can hear them plates loud. Boots up. Yeah, definitely.